Back onto the frame rack, I have a 2015 Porsche. I had to tweak the frame rails over just a little bit.
I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm work. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm work. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. I'm up in the morning, like 5 in the morning, I'm already on. So when you just getting out of the box, boy, I'm rounding the corner. This ain't a persona, I do this for real. I'm hungry since the dinner.
Alright, so I have this upper tie bar radiator support piece on this Honda Pilot ready to weld in. Measures out perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and get it all welded in and get it over to paint so they can get this all painted. I think they have the parts in the paint booth right now, the fenders and sheet metal and everything. Well, I got this all welded in and finished up. They're gonna paint it here shortly, and then this one will get put back together and ready to go home. Back onto the frame rack, I have a 2015 Porsche. This one is getting a frame rail put in it. Got hit in the front right here, collapsed the frame rail right in this area. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get it put in clamps and measure it, see if I need to move anything around, and after that, once I get it all measured out and squared up, I will go ahead and start cutting. I have the new frame rail right here. It actually comes as one side, so this should be an interesting one. So whenever I go to put one of these in clamps, whenever they have no suspension on them like this, I always put a chain in the front just to make sure when I lift this up, it doesn't want to kick over to that side too much. Kind of a safety measure, I guess you would call it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and center the measuring system to the car so it knows where the car's sitting. So I have to pick 5 points in the center section to go to, and that'll match the measuring system to the car, and then I will be able to measure the front frame rails and see if they're off or what I need to do with them. So now we are centered to the measuring system. It knows exactly where the car is sitting. So now I can come up front and it will know where these points on the front frame rails are supposed to be. So I'm gonna pick a couple points to go to. Start right here. So I had to tweak the frame rails over just a little bit. It was just a few millimeters. They were pretty close. But I tweaked them around, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this one all cut out, and a lot of drilling and cutting to do. Well, there's part of it that's out. I just made a rough cut just to get that section out of my way. And now I got to trim the rest of the bottom half of it out. I'm going to pause on this one for a little bit actually. I have this Toyota RAV4. I repaired the back of this the other day and I finally got this little brace in. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the back of this one before I get back on that Porsche over there.